Do we change? Like, really, actually? Do we take the experiences we have, interactions with others, especially those vastly different from us, and reflect on it in a way that provides us with a shifted outcome afterwards? I don't know about you, but the most often I hear the phrase, I'm not the same person, is usually in self defense, in defense of actions or behaviors that a person had previously that they're trying to insist that they're not like that anymore. On the other hand, when I've met people that have gone through drastic lifestyle shifts, a lot of them seem to insist that they were actually always like this inside or always this kind of person or wanted to be like this. And it just took some thinking to draw that out of themselves. Now, to be fair, there's a really positive side to not changing or not seeing change in people. I do think that we need to be able to see some constants in ourselves and the people we love as sort of a comfort, a sort of a guiding hand. But it seems to me that when we ask the question about change and people changing or not changing, we're generally referring to the moral sense. And the real question may well be, can we actually become better as people? Can we stop being bad people? I've been thinking a lot lately about the ship of Theseus, which is an old Greek thought experiment talking about a boat. And if you over time change out every single piece of this boat, do you end up with the same boat? And if it is a different boat, when did that change? Was it at 50% different wood? Was it at 51? It's an interesting thing to ponder, to be sure. And I'll come back to it later. I hope I haven't been too cynical or skeptical when I ask these questions. So I want to turn to, I think, what has helped me change how I see changing and how to be more in favor of it in myself and others. And the first step is to point the finger back at myself. To be honest, even my physical appearance has altered drastically over time as I've lived, especially in the last few years. I enjoy completely different music and art, movies, television than I used to. I've picked up new habits and completely lost all desire to continue pursuing old ones that were bad for me. And to be honest, I can't even point to one exact moment that this all happened. It seemed to just slowly shift over time. And sure enough, my moral compass has shifted over that time too. I find certain actions deplorable that I used to justify or think were funny, and my own mistakes that I used to defend, I now see for what they were in hindsight. Actions that were hurting other people. If I'm just looking at me, if me, little old me, is capable in some aspect of shifting my life and what I find important and value, especially morally, I'm starting to see that me, little old me, has been perfectly capable of changing my own thoughts and values over time, even without really thinking about it. And if I'm capable of it, because I'm no better than anyone else, surely others can too. And they are. Everyone we know is changing, even if it's not in a way that we're picking up. I think that we are all, as people, our own ships of Theseus. To get a little scientific, every 10 years, a majority of our body is completely new cells. You are quite literally not the same person that you once were. Interestingly enough, what stays the same is your brain cells. And it seems like biologically, we're still back to the same question. But I, for one, based on my own human experience, want to believe that everyone is all possible of change, and that we are, all the time. That it's not the brain cells, but the thoughts within them that shape as I keep living. Because if I'm capable of change, if we're capable of change, that means that we can be better. And I want to be better. I want to be more creative, more knowledgeable, more wise, more caring. And what makes that change all the easier is knowing that I'm not the only one.